Brittney Griner's prison sentence finally came in, and this is after months of her being in a Russian jail after she was caught with cannabis oil, with hashish oil, in a vape cartridge in her luggage going through a Russian airport. It's illegal in Russia. Everyone knows that it's illegal in Russia. Brittney Griner claims it was a mistake and then also says, well, I had a doctor's note and I was recovering from COVID and I was rushing and all these different reasons why I accidentally brought it into this country. Now she's going to have 9 years in a Russian prison, and everyone in the mainstream media is doing everything they can to make you feel as bad for as you possibly can. And although I can say, yeah, I don't think that Brittney Griner should spend 9 years in jail for this. At the same time, when you go to a different country, they have certain laws in place that you might think are fucking ridiculous. Even in this country, we have laws that we think are ridiculous, but you can't just do whatever the fuck you want. And what the media has tried to turn it into is hilarious. The LA Times and CNN blames the WNBA NBA pay gap for Brittney Griner's drug arrest. Because, you know, guys, this never would have happened if we paid WNBA players more. Then Brittney Griner wouldn't have had to go to Russia in the offseason to get paid more. Or, you know, you could just not bring drugs into Russia. That's also a way that this couldn't have happened.
It's always someone else's fault, isn't it? It's always someone else's fault. You can't be responsible for your own actions. You got to blame someone else. And the pay gap argument for the WNBA is still one of the most ridiculous and insane arguments that they try to make out there. No one cares about the WNBA. No one. Like, again, the WNBA, to their credit, they did set a standard. During the COVID lockdowns, they were the only sports league that didn't see a reduction in attendance because they didn't have any to begin with. So, I mean, congratulations to them. Congrats on that one. But I remember years ago, do you remember that nonsense that Stephen A. Smith was talking about WNBA and how he's going to do so much better and they're going to do a better job of covering it on First Take? Motherfuckers didn't say shit about it. This right here is the most the WNBA's ever been talked about. Ever. So Brittney Griner is actually doing a great job. She's making the WNBA more relevant than it's ever been. But yeah, the whole thing is just ridiculous. It's so bad. Good Lord.
And I do think that we should get her out of there, that we should bring her back. But at the same 100%. Time, you got Paul Whelan, who's there, who he's been there for 4 years at this point, former Marine who got arrested in Russia. I think the priority should be on him before it's on Brittney Griner. But someone is calling out some of the hypocrisy, and that is Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan points out U.S. hypocrisy in jailing people for weed while demanding Brittney Griner's release. All of these people are out here like screaming and begging that it's not right what's happening to her. 9 years in prison for weed? Well, there's people here in America that are dealing with the same shit or worse. But for some reason, people like Kamala Harris, who played a hand in blocking these people up to begin with, they're calling for the release of Brittney Griner.
Brittney Griner is imprisoned right now in Russia because she went over there to play basketball and she
goddamn Twitter.
Cannabis oil
or some
vape
shit.
Cartridges that she had on her.
Yeah.
I don't know if she just didn't know they were illegal or if she tried to sneak them in. And they've got her arrested. It's against the law, and she might do 10 years in jail over there, which is fucking horrific.
But let's also clarify.
She's already been over there for months. But here's what's important.
But this
hold on. Yeah. People are freaking out about this, right? They're freaking out. Russia needs to let her go. We have people in America right now locked up for marijuana, and they've been locked up for fucking years. For years and years and years. And there's not one. There's thousands of them. So what, they're not good at throwing a fucking ball into a net? Is that what it is? They're not good at that one thing.
Who the fuck is the guy he's talking to? Holy shit.
Yeah.
But he's right. 100%, though. Everything he's saying is 100% right. This is all engineered outrage. This is all engineered fake outrage. We see it time and time again. Brittney Griner fits the narrative, fits the political talking point narrative, fits the identity politic narrative. So therefore, you're going to have woke lunatics out there trying to make a bigger deal of this. You're going to have the media talking about this. But in reality, the hypocrisy of the situation is ridiculous. And yeah, Joe Rogan's 100% right. 100%. I hate how that guy worded that. Like, say what you will about Joe Rogan. Shut the fuck up. Everybody has an opinion on anything. Just make your fucking point. Quit apologizing for the people that might not like Rogan. Fuck them. I'm not the biggest Rogan fan either, but say what you will about who. Everybody is divisive in 2022. Everyone. Say what you will about it. That's them trying to, I guess, I don't know, make sure they don't offend anti-Rogan people. Fuck them. Like, just let them say it. You don't have to qualify it. But ultimately, I'm glad someone like him is calling it out for sure, because the hypocrisy is kind of hitting just a next level point.
You know, he's probably taking a direct shot at Kamala Harris because, if I'm not mistaken, Kamala Harris locked up, what, like 2,000 people for weed when she was the DA in L.A.?
Yeah, she bragged about it.
Yeah.
She bragged about how many people she put in jail for marijuana possession.
Now she's virtue signaling saying that Brittney Griner is wrongfully detained. Come on. I'm not buying that.
Tulsi called her out on that one back in the debates. I think she said something again recently. Tulsi Gabbard did. Right?
Yeah, and then Kamala Harris brags about, oh, she's smoking weed in college.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that for this whole thing, I think that Brittney Griner shouldn't be serving 9 years. I hope that they can do something to get her back here to America. At the same time, no way in hell should we be trading her for a Russian arms dealer.
No
way in hell. Brittney Griner, you're not that fucking important. You broke the law. That's the bottom line. You might have to deal with these consequences. And maybe you're going to be there as long as Paul Whelan's there. 4 years. I don't know. We'll see.
Right.
I definitely think they have bigger priorities than Brittney Griner, in my opinion.